All right, so I got to be honest, the last time I saw you, you were not smiling like this. It was Game 6 of the last round. How do you feel about the way that series went, especially with KD going out in Game 5 and you guys not being able to make that come through for you in Game 6?
It was tough. It was tough to lose the way we did, for them to lose somebody like KD. Us that be healthy, have everybody playing on our team, playing well. It wasn't great, but you know, it's one of those things. They play different. They play different. Without KD, with KD, it's a little different. We didn't have enough, to finish it out, but we fought. We fought all year.
The fact that you had this opportunity in front of you, right, and weren't able to punch it through, does it change the way you feel about this season or how things have to change going forward?
Not at all. I think the biggest thing is we wanted to win the championship. No matter what we did, whether we won that series and lost the next one, if we didn't get a ring this year, it was going to be a letdown. So I think everybody's disappointed about the same.
Yeah.
So now that you don't get to the finals,
right.
Is there a team out there now that you see that can still beat the Golden State Warriors?
It's going to be tough, man. The thing about beating Golden State is you got to play good 4 quarters. If you look at our series, we won, I think, the second, third, and fourth quarter every game, but we lost the first quarter, and they still would win. You got to play good for 4 quarters, and even Portland last game, they showed that. If you have one letdown, 1 quarter, they're going to get you. So, they've had trouble with Milwaukee all year. They've had some battles this year with their whole team, so that'll be tough, and Toronto's also tough, too. So.
What makes you such a good corner three-point shooter? Like, why you don't shoot all over the floor?
It's so funny. Like, kids like, yo, you all corner threes, because that's the spacing of the floor. The way we play with James and Chris being 2 of the really good ISO players, you got to be able to space the defense out in the corners where I'm always spaced at. So it's just one of those shots.
Well,
that's my shot.
That's your home, and they should put your name in the corner.
That's my shot.
This man is no fool. That distance from the corner is the best distance. That's the easiest distance.
That too. That definitely
He knows how to add. All the way up and down. He knows where to go. Smart guy. I asked you about things changing going forward. There's already been a change. Houston decided not to renew the contract of the guy who had served as your defensive coordinator, assistant coach, Jeff Bzdelik. That was a big move, considering they chased him down to get him back for this season after he had retired, thought he retired over the summer.
Right.
What do you think of that move and then the future of Mike D'Antoni as well?
I love Jeff. Jeff's one of my guys. He really was the voice of our defense, held everybody accountable. He was a great coach. But, it's the NBA, and, teams make decisions, and you got to live with it and keep it going. So I'm not sure what we're doing next and what we're going to bring in, but I know, our focus has definitely been on defense. Even though Coach D'Antoni is an offensive coach, he's been really on top of our defense, especially, since I've been there.
Scotty, what's it like for the players when one of the assistants that the guys did jive with really well is let go?
Well, it's tough. As PJ said, he has a great relationship with him, and I'm sure give him a lot of credit as to where his defense is in this league.
Sure.
It's tough, but as players, we see coaches get fired all the time, and coaches make different moves where they get hired by another team. So as a player, you basically embrace that and thank them for what they've awarded you, but you as a team have to continue to move on, and no one person can hold you back.
And what about Coach D'Antoni? Because he's going into what would be the last year of his contract. He's made it known he would like an extension, not be a lame duck coach. Hasn't been awarded that yet, though. What do you think?
I think it'll get done. He's our leader. He is one of those guys that embodies our team. I think his attitude and his approach is perfect for our players and what we got going on in the core of our team, and everybody loves him. So I'm pretty sure that'll get done because he's my guy.
So I said earlier today that I didn't think he deserved a new contract because I've seen what he does as a coach. Yes, he does produce MVPs,
right, and
he's produced numerous of them.
Right.
But can that type of basketball win you a championship, do you think?
Of course I think so. I mean, I can't. Of course, that's my team and what we do. I'm not going to say it, but everybody else does. In that position we were in last year.
Because I heard you say James Harden playing against the Warriors, they're more predictable. I don't want to say they're easier, but they're more predictable.
Right, for sure.
You guys are more predictable with your style of play.
For sure.
Can you win with that?
If you look at the analytics and the numbers of it all, when we look at it, man, at the rate that James plays, the way he plays with Chris, with James and Click Capella in the pick and roll, and with our shooter spaced out, that's like the highest points per possession you could get in any game in the league. So Yeah, man, definitely.
I played
think
a
we
lot
gonna
of
win.
years in this league, and I'll tell you
It's
this.
different, though. You don't think it's different?
If I see you for 7 games, you're not going to win playing that style because you're predictable.
I hear you. But being
And that's what
predictable
makes the
and being able
Golden
to
State
stop it-
Warriors so tough right now.
True, that's very
Right.
true.
They're not
They're
predictable.
not predictable
Very
without
true.
KD.
That's true.
Exactly.
But
Right.
being able to guard and being able to stop it is 2 different things.
Well,
What?
in this league, they don't really allow you to stop. They're looking for the offense.
Right. No doubt about that. I agree with that. 1,000%.
We just got the news that Andre Iguodala is in fact not going to play tonight for the Warriors. So now, PJ Tucker, we've got Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum warming up behind you right now. What advice do you have for those guys playing a Warriors team with no Kevin Durant, no Boogie Cousins, and now no Andre Iguodala?
They don't need my advice. They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out gunning. They're gonna come out shooting, being aggressive, doing what they do best. No matter who's playing. Iguodala's a pretty good defender, but those guys see good defenders every single night, and they're gonna be aggressive and be even more aggressive.
What about you? What do you think is different about playing the Warriors without Kevin Durant? Because you saw both sides in your series.
It is 2 different teams, I think. With Kevin, Kevin maybe he's the best offensive player in the NBA right now. I think so tough individually to guard one-on-one. Nobody can really stop him. But the way the Golden State Warriors play, when they move the ball, when they hit the post and you relax and you think it's over, you got those guys coming off screens, trying to switch. Whatever your scheme is, it's always going to be tough. It's just a little bit different style of play. So, seeing that difference in our series and against Portland is tough for everybody.
Scotty thinks that they're harder to guard
I
without
guess
KD.
you're trying to say you ran into a tougher team in the middle of that series.
A different team. It is different. It is because they have all the guys that come off the bench. They know their job. They come in, they offensive rebound. They do all the stuff that they're supposed to do. Nobody does anything outside of that. And when they do that, everybody's on the same accord, and it's tough to guard for everybody.